We are now less than 3 weeks away from when you and millions of others will be heading to the polls on Election Day. And News Channel 15 has been working for weeks to make sure you know who you are voting for. And this morning we continue our Meet the Candidates series. I am joined now by Dr. Tony Bennett. He is the current Superintendent of Public Instruction for the state. Thank you so much for making time for us this morning.
Well, thank you for having us.
As many of you may already know, your roots are in southeastern Indiana. Why did you feel drawn to teaching in the first place?
Well, first, Drew, I would go back to the fact that I was drawn to teaching first out of a love for biology. I was a biology and science teacher, had a strong passion, actually worked my way through college working as an EMT, so had a tremendous thirst for knowledge regarding anatomy, biology, zoology, and then thought that it would be best if I used my love to teach students and consequently coach students. So I became a biology and science teacher and a basketball coach, and through the mentoring of a dear man at Indiana University Southeast, Dr. John Moody, I pursued a career in teaching and have never looked back.
And we're talking a career that spans more than 20 years now. When you were majoring in education in Indiana University Southeast, did you ever envision leading the Department of Education for the state?
Drew, I'll take it a step further than that. I never envisioned leading the state in 2007.
Sure.
This was not anything, I have to tell you, I ever aspired to do. It really came to me as a result of some friends who were very active in the Republican Party who said, "We heard Dr. Reed's not going to run again. Would you consider doing it? Your values, your drive would be what we think our state would need." And after a lot of discussion with my wife, we decided to embark on it. But we never thought we would be here in 2007, much less 1983 when I began my teaching career.
A jam-packed teaching career and a career in education, but you've been a busy man at home as well, father of 4, understand triplets.
Yes, ma'am.
How did your sense of education change at all when you became a parent? Did it?
Well, it's very interesting, Drew. It's a great question because it wasn't just a parent. It was really the personal situation that confronted me as a parent. I have a set of triplets. They're now 26 years old, Tony, Tricia, and Katie. Tony and Tricia were what I would consider your very typical students. They would do well in just about any teacher's classroom. Katie, who we sometimes refer to as Baby C because she was the last born, had a fairly severe learning disability. So every day we sent Katie to school and she was reminded that she wasn't like her classmates and she learned differently from her classmates. But also when Katie came home and ate dinner, she had a constant reminder that she also didn't learn like the 2 children she was born with. And that really molded me because one of the things Katie has taught us is every child can learn at a high level. Katie demanded that we have the same expectations for her that we had for Tony and Trish, and I am very proud to tell you that in December, Katie will graduate with her degree and become a registered nurse, just as Tony and Trish got their degrees. And I think that has molded me to the belief that regardless of what a child's circumstances are, we can push every child to their highest level of ability. And
I'm sure you would agree that you've spent your career teaching, but you probably were taught a lot by your own children.
There's no question. And today, Drew, I am a very proud dad. As we mentioned, have 4 children, and I can tell you, as those folks who are around me as staff would let you know, there isn't a day goes by that all 4 of my children still don't call me from southern Indiana, except Katie now lives in Virginia where her husband is serving in the military. And we talk every day, and they teach me every day, and they encourage me every day. So I always remember that first I'm a dad and a husband, and really after that it becomes Superintendent of Public Instruction.
Absolutely. And real quickly, we are running out of time, but I'd just be interested to know, obviously a passion for education, a passion for coaching, coach of basketball, Pacers fan I'm sure. What are your other interests?
I'm an avid runner. As a matter of fact, yesterday we ran the mini marathon down in Louisville. So we're a little sore today.
Yeah.
But I would also tell you, my wife and I, Tina and I, like to travel. And we are also the grandparents of 3 children. So whenever you're a grandparent, that's pretty special too.
Absolutely.
So we are parents, grandparents, and we enjoy outdoors and a lot of sports.
Dr. Bennett, thank you so much for spending time with us this morning, getting to know you a little better. We really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me, Drew.
Now, as you know, Glenda Ritz is running against Dr. Bennett. We had Ms. Ritz on the program yesterday. You can view her full interview on the On Politics tab of Wayne.com, where this interview will also be placed. First News continues after this.